first graders! Today I'm going to show you some pictures of famous castles. Then I'm going to show you how to design and draw your very own castle. Okay, let's get started. The Alhambra in Spain. Bodiam Castle in England. Neuschwanstein Castle in Germany. Okay, so first we're going to draw a line for the ground. Then we're going to make two towers out near the sides. They're just tall rectangles. 1, 2. Okay, and on top of both towers, we're going to do these things called battlements. The battlement is just a type of wall that has these low gaps in it, like these spaces. That way the castle defenders could look out, and if they needed to hide behind the wall here, they could hide. So to draw the battlement, it's just a pattern of doing a straight line up, straight line over, straight line down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over, down. Okay, so I've got my towers and my battlements. Now I'm going to make something called the barbican. And the barbican is like a little structure outside the castle. And the barbican kind of guarded the entrance. And you can kind of think of it as like little mini towers that are kind of near the middle here. So I'm going to draw a little mini tower here. And a little mini tower here. And on top of these little towers, you could do more battlements if you want. I just want to change things up a little bit, so I'm going to do little triangles on top instead. And then I'm going to connect them just by drawing a line right across my barbican. And then in the middle of the barbican is the door. And on a castle, the door is called the portcullis. It's like a really big, really strong door. And usually the portcullis could be raised or lowered, and it was like a metal grate. So I'm going to draw just a pattern of lines going down, lines going across for my portcullis. Okay, so this whole thing, that is my barbican. This door is my portcullis. Here's my towers with the battlements on top. Now I'm just going to draw a line connecting the towers. And I'll put some more battlements going across it, doing my pattern of over, up, over, down. Okay, so now I'm going to do these things called arrow loops. And an arrow loop is just a window, but it's a really, really skinny window. And some arrow loops are just really skinny rectangles or really skinny ovals. And some arrow loops are like a cross shape, like that, where there's like a wide part in the middle of the window. And that is so an archer, somebody with a bow and arrow, can move their bow and arrow and have like a better angle, so they can look further left or further right because there's a little extra width in the opening. So I've got some arrow loops on this tower. I'll do some arrow loops over here. You can put your arrow loops wherever you want, and they can be the cross-shaped ones or rectangle ones, whatever looks good to you. You can also just have normal windows too. I'll put some normal windows like up near the top here. I'll do some square ones. Maybe I'll do some larger semi-ovals. And maybe I'll do a couple more arrow loops too. Okay, and I need a path or a bridge coming away from my portcullis, and I have a suggestion for you. To make it look like the path or the bridge is like getting closer to you. Instead of drawing a straight line that goes straight down to the edge of the paper, we're actually going to draw an angled line. So we're going to start at the edges of your portcullis here and there where I made those little marks. And then we're going to angle down and out. So I'll make a mark here and a mark there. You don't have to make the marks. I'm just doing it so that you can see like where I'm going to be kind of aiming at when I draw. So I'm just going to connect from the corner of the portcullis on the left down to that little mark and down to the mark on the right. And I think that's going to be my bridge because I want a moat going across here. A moat was pretty common around castles. It's just water around the castle to kind of limit the ways that people could come up to the castle. No, but not every castle had a moat. And I think in my castle's moat, I'm gonna be kind of silly and I'll put a little serpent in it. So I'm gonna draw like a little line to show a break in the water. And I'll put my serpent's tail sticking out right there. I'll give him some little bumps on the back of his tail. And I'll put his little head sticking out right here. And that's just for fun. They didn't really have serpents in the moat. Okay. Another detail you could add if you want are flags or banners. You could name your castle or come up with a symbol for your castle. I'm going to put an H on my banners because this is Mrs. H's castle. Okay, I think I'll add maybe 2 more windows. And some kind of a detail up in the sky. Some clouds. And anything else? Maybe some lines on my path, or my bridge, I should say. Maybe some lines up here. Kind of like the idea of some battlements on this little wall too. Okay, I think I like my castle. I'm gonna color mine, but coloring is optional. If you like yours in black and white, by all means leave it that way. I hope you guys had fun, and I'll have a new lesson for you next week. Bye guys.